Live from the basement of the Pentagon, this is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
Please enjoy the show. Shots.
And a happy Thanksgiving, WTF Nation. This is KJ, trembling for his life inside his office, somewhere near the Veteran Center of Excellence, Functional Veteran Center of Excellence, because, oh my God, do I have Thanksgiving stories, and I haven't been up for 2 hours. Okay, so I am starting the show a little bit early. I know, forgive me, I'm going off schedule, but that's because we're having Thanksgiving dinner mid-afternoon. You know how it is. Things happen, life, liberty, and the pursuit of serotonin from turkey. So, I'm not going to talk about any news, per se. I am going to share a couple funny scenarios that involve, that have happened to me in the past, and accept some calls, and see if we can just really have just a kind of a chill time, hanging out, cooking, waving our spoons and spatulas. Okay, so, I yesterday got a very wonderful surprise visit from some family. My parents, and it was a very interesting moment because as I welcomed them to my home and let them go to sleep in my lovely office, I wake up this morning, I have my cup of coffee, I'm awake before my parents, because I'm used to the times that we live in different time zones, so I'm used to the one I'm in, and lo and behold, it's very quiet, too quiet. You know that moment when it's too quiet, your toddler's doing his own thing. Well, the same thing applies to parents. So of course, my parents, eventually I had to knock on the door. It's like, hey, I need to get in my office. I'm doing a show today. And my parents, very politely, I see my dad, open the door and said, hey, son, we've been quiet for Thanksgiving. We'll be out in about 10 minutes. You can hear the AOL dial-up sounds going through my head. You can hear the old school, you got mail. And you should have seen that weird way I contorted and twisted, and oh God, my parents were fucking on my futon. So yeah, that's how my Thanksgiving is starting. It's a hell of a way to start a holiday to be thankful about. Yep. So in other news, other than being completely horrified and having to set the same rules that they set on me 10 years ago on them, I also am experiencing for the first time my first ever Steam sale. For those of you who don't know, the Steam sale is this huge thing during select times of the year during the Steam Marketplace, which is the main PC marketplace for all PC games. And I'm all excited because I'm looking through it. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. That's really nice. Oh my god, look at that. And well, I'm a huge video gamer, and when I see that a brand new game that released like 2 weeks ago, which is normally $60, is on sale on the PC for $35 fucking dollars. So now my wallet's coughing up fucking cobwebs and dust because, you know, Rainbow Six Siege is $8 and Lord of the Rings Shadows of War is $35. And by the way, all the DLCs I don't have for Arma 3 are like $2 a pop. Oh, and don't forget, you can get that super duper awesome game Half-Life 2, which you don't need, but it's remastered by this group of people that did participate in the game for only $1.99. And by the way, don't you realize that all these $1 and $2 and $3 charges add up? And yes. So I'm thankful for credit cards. All in all, I'm all excited for Thanksgiving. It's one of my favorite holidays. Not for the sheer fact of being able to gorge myself on lamb or ham or turkey or beef, or my wife's rolls. Oh my god. It's one of my favorite holidays because it's one of the few holidays in the year where literally everyone gets upset if you're doing anything but cooking or relaxing. I will never understand it. But this is one of those few holidays where everybody in the United States either gets pissed off at you if you're cooking, if you're not cooking, or if you're not relaxing. So I find the show therapeutic. It's relaxing for me, which is why no one's yelled at me yet. But give it a little bit of time. Someone will. So, of course, in my new age-fangled shenanigans, I got bored real quick, and I'm like, oh, let me see what the best memes are for Thanksgiving. And I wanted to share the ones that my hip young brother and brothers have shared with me. There we go. I'll let them play on the screen for a bit because hoo-ah. All I know is that I woke up this morning, I watched Mace Day's Parade, didn't hear my parents having sex, and then got told they were having sex, and now I'm here on the show tweaking out because I can't get that fucking thought out of my goddamn head. Oh my god, I feel like I need to drink a fifth of whiskey. So, what is going on in the world of Thanksgiving, shall we? Other than the Macy's Day Parade, which was fantastic. Al Roker is by far... that man is never going to die. Let's call Space Spade here. This Al Roker is just going to keep getting leaner, and eventually he's going to get to a point where he's so lean, he's just going to get buff. You know? He's just going to, like, bulk out. He's going to be like Al Broker. Huh. I went there. So... out of weird news for Thanksgiving, we're going to go into a weird bit of history for Thanksgiving. But once upon a time, Thanksgiving was fighting words. Once upon a time. Granted, it was a weird time. It was called the time leading up to the Civil War. And what would happen on Thanksgiving was the South was incredibly resistant to Thanksgiving itself. And because the whole prospect of showdown over the expansion of slavery, and there's more rhetoric coming out of the South, and more people thought Thanksgiving was a Yankee abolitionist holiday, you know. And Arkansas and Mississippi gradually embraced the idea of Thanksgiving in the 1840s. A lot of Southerners rallied against the idea of celebrating a traditional Puritan Northern holiday, and felt it was very contentious. And pretentious. And it's true. It was really a New England holiday. It's like my wife. She's from New England, and the way she does Thanksgiving. Oh my God! I have never experienced that from New York to Tampa to fucking anywhere. The way she does Thanksgiving is fucking fantastic. Like I said, lamb. Oh my God. And New England back in that time was abolitionist territory. So, of course, there was a period of time, leading up to Civil War, Thanksgiving wasn't celebrated. And with Thanksgiving not being celebrated, people didn't rally around it because of different religious beliefs over it. It was a Puritan celebration. And everyone thought it was politicized because of what was going on with slavery. So, lo and behold, I find it interesting and wonderful that culturally, if you look at celebration of Thanksgiving now versus then, and you look at what was done up north in the mid 1800s to now, Southerners got Thanksgiving down pat. They be frying, they be flamethrowing, they be deep freezing or freeze cooking or fucking things I've never heard of. And New Yorkers are having vegan turkey. I don't know how to explain that one, but vegan fucking turkey. But yeah, and it's incredible and astonishing that such a wonderful holiday where we get yelled at for working or for working or not cooking, that it would have a history of this where people would not celebrate because they were worried about politicization and how it differs from the religious values. And it's incredible how far as a country we've come, where something that used to be considered, even prior to this time period, the 1840s and 50s, but something that used to be considered a puritanical holiday solely for that portion of the Christian religion, eventually got embraced by the rest of the country, made no national holiday, and now it's something we celebrate coast to coast coast to coast to island, and we all enjoy and partake in it. This is one of the things that is a beautiful. Yes, it has a shitty subject matter about how Southerners didn't want to deal with it because of abolitionism and slavery, but it's a beautiful representation of the United States and how fervently we can overcome and adapt to situations and come together as a country. Even or something as silly as eating a turkey. And as we saw through the 1900s, through the 20th century, Thanksgiving's a big holiday now. Black Friday's a bigger holiday, but Thanksgiving's still a pretty damn big holiday, and it's a great day that we all come together and we all talk about what we're thankful for. So I'm gonna take a moment and just talk about what I'm thankful for with you guys, and really put it out there. I'm thankful for the opportunity that was presented to me by the head honchos of WTF Nation Radio, and how they graciously allow me to steal some airtime and be on here and get my opinions, my message out. I'm really thankful for you guys, the listeners, because you guys, and yeah, I know I'm not the most tech savvy, so I'm still learning and I'm still trying to figure things out, and every time something goes wrong, I end up bashing my keyboard like a gorilla. But you guys have been wonderful and fantastic, and I have to say that these past couple of months, starting out, it's been a lot of fun working with you guys, hearing your opinions, hearing what's impacted you, how you feel about things. And I know I don't always talk about exclusively veteran or military-related issues, but I'm thankful for the opportunity to get to talk about these issues at least and get them out there. And besides that, the usual. I'm thankful for tits. I'm thankful for my wife and my daughter. But I'm really thankful for the opportunities that have been awarded to me these past couple of months, and all of y'all being a part of that. So thank you guys. Now that I'm all serious out and mellow, too much eggnog last night. Road Tech, bro, you know it, man. Rocking that eggnog, which I absolutely cannot stand. It looks like fucking vomit. I can't drink eggnog, Road Tech. It drives me nuts. I'll just sit there and die. So what other fun things are going on in the world? And here's another, Thanksgiving, we're going to talk about something controversial about Thanksgiving. The part that aggravates me, and I'm not going to bring up the NFL because, of course, there's enough bullshit with it, but I have seen about 30 or 40 fucking articles today because I always wake up and check the news. And 30 or 40 different motherfuckers are all sitting there going, Thanksgiving is a tradition. It's also a lie. No fucking shit. I get it. I understand that the common interpretation of Thanksgiving is a bullshit commercialized thing. However, you can't deny, and you should not continue to... You can't be held up on the past. Be it American Indians and Thanksgiving, or fucking African Americans and slavery and segregation, or the Jews and the Holocaust. It's never forget, but at some point you need to let go. And Thanksgiving has evolved more from what Thanksgiving is involved more from what we were told in high school, told in elementary school, and the radical annihilation of the Native American population. It's evolved into a tradition in the United States where we come together as a country and we come together and give thanks. And it's really aggravating that every year, especially since the internet's come around and I've gotten more internet savvy, every year there's an article like this. There's always an opinion piece. And this article right here from the LA Times, from a gentleman named Tommy Orange, really bothers me, but at the same time, I see where he's coming from. He brings up, on Tuesday, the president pardoned a turkey. You should know that turkeys who are pardoned by presidents go to a farm in Virginia where they usually die within a month. They're bred for the table. There's zero surviving past pardoned turkeys. Celebrate the holiday or don't. Believe in American mercy or don't. But look where tradition has gotten us so far. Look where we are now. Tradition is something that we are always going to have. And no person... Old GI's here? I didn't know Old GI was on. Old GI, if you're listening, give me a call, brother. Call the show now.
415-889-8367.
But tradition is something that we have and we have to have as a culture. And in no way should our traditions erase or destroy other people's traditions. But we should respect them. But at the same time, don't try to shove your fucking agenda. Don't try to shove your traditions or your beliefs on me. And these op-eds about how, Thanksgiving is a lie, or Christmas is a lie, or Hanukkah is a lie, or fucking Columbus Day, which, yeah, he was a shitty dude anyway. Martin Luther King Day is a lie, whatever. Take a step back and look at what you're doing for the majority. Not just your small little group of people, whoever it may be, but look at the majority. And the majority of people take these days and use them to recover and recuperate and get better. And the tradition for Thanksgiving is we give thanks. Now, I'm sorry that some people were pushed out of the way for that in the past, but it is not that way now. And with today's society and today's culture, with the holiday of Thanksgiving, it's better to participate and give thanks and celebrate what it is now than get hung up and stuck on what it was. Okay, that's too fucking heavy for me now. Where's the beer? Hi Ross, how you doing, buddy? Okay, so of course we all know that tomorrow is Black Friday, and I humbly insist that you, if you're going to go do shopping, please, for the love of God, save it for fucking tomorrow. It's one of those things. I remember as a kid growing up, Thanksgiving, all the fucking stores were closed. Even in hustle and bustle New York City, all the fucking stores were closed on Thanksgiving. We had the Macy's Day Parade. We had all these things happening, and Thanksgiving was closed. But lo and behold, it's 2017, and all the stores are fucking open. They open at 4, and your Black Friday deals start at 4 p.m. Thanksgiving. Bro, you're killing me here, man. 10 years ago, I was able to eat Thanksgiving dinner at around 5 or 6 p.m. Now, I'm sitting here, and at 2, I got to sit down, be at the table, head of the household, carving the turkey, so the ladies and some of the guys can go rushing out the door at 4 so they can hop in line at Target or Bass Pro Shops or wherever the hell they're going to fucking get in line. I get it. Profits are to be made, but 2 days out of the year, you can calm your tits. Let's see, what stores do I need to give the calm your tits talk to? Let's see. Walmart, Best Buy, Target, Toys R Us, JCPenney, Sears, Macy's, etc., 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 etc. You motherfuckers. Seriously. Even you, Macy's, for fuck's sake, you have a parade on this day, a parade you sponsor every year for the past, I think it's been 60 or 70 years, maybe even longer than that. Why the fuck are you open on Thanksgiving? Why? This is the most aggravating part of this holiday, is everyone gets so hyped up about being thankful and being with family, and then 4 o'clock hits, peace! I gotta go shopping. But I thought it was a family day. No, I gotta go get that fucking 55-inch Samsung flat screen LED HD 4K TV that's $200 at Walmart. Bro, I'm sitting here trying to sip on my fucking coffee in Kahlua, and you're all ready to rock and roll in your fucking 4-piece winter suit, ready to fight the masses because you don't want to get trampled and you want to have some cushioning when people are stepping on you. Just save the mass rioting and looting over over Black Friday savings for fucking Black Friday. Which then leads me to my next piece to lament on. For all of you people that are born in between today, which is Thanksgiving, the third Thursday of the month, third or fourth Thursday of the month, fourth Thursday of the month, and everyone born before Christmas. I feel for you. I lament for you. I'm one of those babies myself, and it hurts. Everyone overlooks your birthday. So happy birthday to those guys that are stuck in the holiday month. Oh, lordy. All right. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a short break, 5 minutes. Going to come back at the top of the hour. I'm just going to play a quick song, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. And we'll come back fresh, and everything will be nice and pretty, and life will be good. And yeah, thank you for joining me on WTF Nation Radio here on Thanksgiving.
Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
Please enjoy the show. Shots.
Hey guys, welcome back to Jose's Taco Truck, special Thanksgiving edition. There go the dogs. Oh Lord, so that's the adorable thing too. You just heard my little corgi that sounds like a fucking Rottweiler. I don't know how well you heard it, but oh my God, squirrel, skunk, whatever, head goes flying off, barking like a mad dog. For those just joining the show, this is a special "Get Out of the Goddamn Kitchen Before I Beat Your Ass" from my wife. Thanksgiving edition, brought to you by the wooden kitchen spoon, which I am currently cowering in fear from. Big bad infantryman. Not taking a wooden spoon across the buttocks. But anyway, just talking about some funny Thanksgiving stories and opinions about Thanksgiving, and really just hanging out and sitting by the phone going off because I forgot to turn it off. Oops. Yeah, well, there you go. Oh, Lord. This is what I get doing a show on a holiday. Phone goes off, all that jazz. People trying to call me and say, Happy Thanksgiving. It's like, hey, I'm doing something right now. I can't talk. My own fault. Let's turn that off now. My bad, guys. All right, so earlier before everything, I shared what I was thankful for. Oh, that's your song. That's your song, Joseph. Incessant ringing. Oh, Mud's in the live chat at Mixer. Hey, Mud Puppy. So earlier I said some things I was thankful for, and I just want to reiterate it because we got a bunch of new people here. To the big boss guys here at WTF Nation Radio, thank you for this medium to project myself and to share my opinions and to get laughed at and laugh with everybody, and especially to you guys at WTF Nation. You know, I really appreciate all you've done as listeners and as contributors. And being a part of my show, especially as new as it is, I really appreciate you guys and your support. And in coming months and years, you know, I'll be here making jokes and taking names and slaying bodies, and you know, we'll join this ride together. But I want to say thank you guys. And as always, on the record, thanks to my wife for kicking me out of the kitchen and my beautiful daughter, and thanks to God and all the other shindig. But enough of that. Let's get on to the fucking stories that piss me off. Okay, we all know why you come in here. You want to listen to KJ rant. Okay, so there are a bunch of stores open for Thanksgiving. And that's what really that's what grinds my gears. You know what grinds my gears? Is stores that are open on Thanksgiving. Because it's not because of they're open, they're doing deals, stuff like that. I understand consumerism and capitalism. I get it, make money. But what drives me insane is that there are teeny boppers, teenagers, and there are people that don't want to be home for Thanksgiving or don't have places to go for Thanksgiving. And, oh, well, if these people don't have any plans for Thanksgiving, we should open up our store. Yeah, it's a great idea, Mr. Executive. Yeah, that is. Let's make some more money. And I remember hearing from my grandpa and grandma and a few other people that when, you know, stuff like that happened, the coworkers say, hey, come on over for Thanksgiving. And, you know, for those who were the singles or had nowhere to go, they did a little Thanksgiving thing with all the coworkers and stuff, and, you know, a little bit of esprit de corps there, you know, the company showing that they appreciate their employees. But, you know, I've been out to stores on Thanksgiving, and it drives me nuts because I see these 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. Oh, happy Thanksgiving from Korea. Hell yeah. Stay safe out there, brother. I see these 16, 17, 18-year-old kids or 19 or 20 that are just like, fuck it, I don't want to go home for Thanksgiving. I'd rather work. And you're missing out on some of the best parts of your young life, you know. And I'm only a few years younger than that, a few years older than that. And, you know, I'm telling you, you're missing out on some very great and important parts of your life. And for the older guys, the grandparents and some of the moms and dads that work on Thanksgiving, you know, you too, you're missing out on incredible opportunities. And it's I'm all for online shopping. Don't get me wrong. I said it in the chat, in the Facebook chat. I'm all for online shopping. It's not intrusive. You can do it from home, spend time with family, gather around the tablet, and decide which style of Crocs you're going to buy this year. But it's aggravating that Thanksgiving dinner is rushed, and it's no longer 5 or 6 o'clock. You're having Thanksgiving dinner at 2 p.m. 2 in the afternoon, and you're sitting there and you're rushing to eat, and then you're going through your turkey coma, and then all of a sudden, okay, it's 4 o'clock. We gotta go to what's one of the stores on the list? We gotta go to Dollar General. Oh yeah, and you're gone. It's a family holiday. There's no family, there's no sense of family when, the wife and son or whatever group of people decide, okay, well, it's been fun eating this turkey with you and stuffing ourselves with mashed potato and gravy, but we're going to go out shopping. Some of my best memories are everyone sitting around the living room watching the TV and dying of a food coma, but sitting there going, that was so good. What's on the tube? Oh, football. It's stuff like that really brings together families and communities. And I don't know. I feel like these stores are taking advantage of the current gotta have it now shopping craze that's been going on these past 4 or 5 years. And it's aggravating. I feel for the employees because they don't get to go have a regular time at dinner and they have to start their Black Friday headaches a day earlier. I feel for the families who, lose out on this great day just to spend with each other because they have to get that $200 TV or that, $200 Xbox One S, whatever. It's offensive. That's what it is. It's offensive. I'm offended. I'm triggered by people not wanting to spend the time with their families and wanting to go out shopping on Thanksgiving, which has historically been a day for us to relax and be thankful and look at what we're thankful for and spend time with whom we're thankful for. But then again, traditions change. So who knows? This may be the new tradition. We spend an hour saying what we're thankful for. We gorge ourselves on turkey, and then we go out and buy more stuff that we don't have yet so that we can be thankful for that stuff next year. KJ the Cynic. So I got a brother of mine. I'm gonna share a little funny story. I got a brother of mine. He's up in Canada right now, and as you know, Canada does Thanksgiving a little bit earlier than us. So of course, Canada does their Thanksgiving, and he's all stoked because he's an American family. They're an American family in Canada, so of course they're gonna have an American style Thanksgiving, and they invite someone over, and person they invite over brings the biggest container of poutine I've ever heard about. And for those of you who are not familiar with what poutine is cheese curds. Lack of a better word, it's French fries and cheese curds topped with the brown gravy. And it's cheese fries, pretty much. And oh my God, he brought, it had to be in like a paint bucket, is how he described it. But he brought this giant thing of the cheese curds and then a giant bucket of potatoes freshly cut and a giant thing of the gravy, and then poured it into this even bigger mixing bowl and made this giant dish of poutine. And of course, my brother, being from America, never had poutine. I've never had poutine. And he's sitting there, and he has his first bite. And of course, my bro's sitting there, and you could hear from like the thousands of miles away we are, because us brothers and sisters, we have a telepathic thing going on. You can hear the, oh my God, I just tried something, you have to try it too. So not even a day fucking later, I haven't spoken to the dude for that 24-hour period. I go out and I buy all the ingredients and look up a poutine recipe because that sounds interesting. Never again. You want clogged arteries? Have poutine. You want to go to your doctor and immediately be diagnosed with diabetes and heart failure? Poutine. That's what it is. But my brother now swears by it like it's the greatest thing in the earth, and he's never given it up. And I'm just sitting there going, dude, you're coming back to the States in like 2 years, bro. No one sells that shit. But, adamant, arguing with me. That's how brothers are. But yeah. So now, next Thanksgiving he's here, I have to provide poutine. God help me. Man. So, what about you guys? Anyone got a funny, interesting Thanksgiving story to share? Any hilarious moments, weirdness, whatever? Come on, call the show, share your story. Just for a brief time, let's have a good laugh.
Call the show now at 415-889-8367.
415-889-8367. Call the show now. I am here taking calls, talking about Thanksgiving and other fun things. Waving around my mixing spoons, just like Bjorkberg there. Seriously, that is a bit no better depiction of me in a kitchen on Thanksgiving. I got a spoon in each hand and I'm tasting everything. That's just me. Literally, that's me every Thanksgiving, tasting everything. But I digress. Yeah. And you know what the worst part is? And I see a road tech in the mixer chat. I hate shopping on the holidays. The worst part is the end of the November and the beginning of December babies. We get fucked. My birthday's next week. And we get fucked because everyone waits to shop for my birthday till tomorrow. So it's like, if there's something like a video game that's coming out the week after Black Friday, every fucking year, I know for a fact I ain't getting that game. Or if there's something that I'm so excited for that doesn't come out till like December, I know for a fact I ain't getting it. Because everyone does their shopping for us Black Friday to December 24th babies does their shopping on Black Friday. All of them. Just all of it's done that day. Okay, I got a cousin. I'm sharing another silly story. My dad's birthday is Christmas. Oh, God, that's even worse. My cousin's birthday is Christmas Eve. And Catholic Irish household. Love them to death. My cousin is, as little kids, I used to think he was the luckiest dude in the world. I was so jealous of him. He had Christmas Eve and then Christmas, 2 days of birthday, 2 days of presents, and then bam, we turned like 13. Well, I turned 14. He turned 13. And then like my parents told me what what my aunt does. I'm like, that fucking blows. His aunt was splitting the presents between his birthday and Christmas because they were so close. I'm like, oh, that sucks. All of us who are born in between that time period from Black Friday to Christmas, just like we get fucked. Because we're going to get like one or two things for our birthday, and then Christmas comes around, it's like, or Hanukkah, and it's like, here's the rest of your birthday shit that we just held till fucking Hanukkah. Make it mighty convenient for us to shop for you. One stop and we got everything. Don't have to worry about it. I'm just like, oh, motherfucker, I just bought you for your birthday, which is in April, all this shit, and then you got Christmas or Hanukkah, and you get all this shit. I want present equality for Black Friday to Christmas babies. That's what I'm demanding. I will write my congressman and ask for a bill introduced into the House and the Senate for present equality for Black Friday to Christmas babies. And of course, now that we're starting to talk about Christmas, because we are officially in the holiday season, the fucking Christmas songs. I'm all for Christmas songs being played on Thanksgiving, but I believe there's a proper time, and that proper time is when the Macy's Day Parade, you see Santa Claus cross the end of it. Done. That's when you can officially start playing Christmas songs. I better not hear a goddamn jingle bell or how shiny Rudolph's nose was before that. But what do I do when I step in a Walgreens yesterday to buy a pack of smokes? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had very shiny nose. And if you're Black Friday to Christmas, baby, you know how much these songs blow. I'm like, dude. And the worst part is, here's the worst part. They start sending them for Christmas in October. So even further, us Black Friday, BFCs, I'm calling this now BFCs. Black Friday to Christmas babies, BFCBs. Us BFCBs get even fucked further all the way out to October because everyone forgets our fucking birthdays. So we get less presents, we get forgotten about because we got all the bigger major holidays around us, and all the other fun happy horse pucky. Ugh. Another thing I'm going to write to my senator about, introducing the Senate to get into the House. No Christmas songs prior to Santa Claus riding across the middle of the Macy's Day Parade. Done. I'll even CC it to NORAD so they can verify on their special Santa tracker that Santa has not crossed the Macy's Day Parade yet. That way it's enforceable. There we go, Air Force. That's how you can compete with the Navy drawing dicks in the sky. Verify that Santa Claus crosses the endpoint of the Macy's Day Parade, which signals that everyone can start singing the stupid Christmas songs together. I mean, really, I feel for your dad, Holly. I really do, because not only is he born on Christmas, but he's had to live with this easily 20, 30 years longer than I have. That sucks. I can only imagine what it was like growing up as a kid in the 80s with all the cool technological advances, that were happening then. It's like, oh, cool, a Sony Walkman. And that's all you get for your birthday. And then Christmas, and then how do you split that up, the present giving? How do you delineate Christmas presents from birthday presents if you're born on Christmas? These are the important questions that need to be asked. I'm thankful for not being born on Christmas. I'm also thankful for Chinese places being open on Christmas, because I don't know how many Christmas dinners I've destroyed. Ugh. I'm sitting here waiting for it to be safe for me to go into the kitchen when my wife has everything in the oven and prevents me, and I am prevented from being able to taste everything. But, digressing. Okay. There's one news thing I am going to talk about, which is the someone brought up someone's in the Korean Peninsula, and there was a couple last week. There was a North Korean border guard that crossed the border into South Korea, and North Koreans shot at him. They shot across the border, a whole kit and caboodle. And lo and behold, he was flown to Saigon. He has regained consciousness, and he has had 2 operations to extract the bullets, and his breathing is stable and unassisted. That right there, and this was published on Tuesday. I think it was published after, it was published after I did my show. That right there for Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for that guy to live, because as the video in of itself is outstanding. You see him in a little fucking Euro-ass Jeep, UAZ or whatever the fucking commies used, and he is zooming. I mean, driving down commanding the road, driving like a madman, gets to the DMZ, gets shot. He's zooming because he wants to get the fuck out. But what is fantastic? Oh my God, some North Korean fell. I see a North Korean fall in the fall leaves. But that is a great Thanksgiving Day story. So this gentleman was able to escape a tyrannical regime, North Korea, and he was able to get to South Korea, and he is currently alive. And the lead surgeon, Lee Cook-jong, said at a news conference he is not going to die. And that is outstanding. this is truly a wonderful thing to be thankful for him and for our big head honchos in the Korean Peninsula. This is an outstanding opportunity for them to get information and create a better opportunity for forces over there. That's the kind of things that I'm thankful for. Last week when I talked about this guy, I was worried shitless that he was going to pass away and that there was going to be a missed opportunity, a massively missed opportunity. But I'm glad that he's surviving. I'm glad that he is free. I'm glad that he is safe. And that right there is one of the things I'm thankful for. That this guy is alive and that he was able to escape with his life. And that is fantastic. Okay, well then. I just had to go to North Korea. God damn it, I wanted to talk about Thanksgiving, and all of a sudden North Korea has popped up. Because the minute I clicked on that article, Google's like, oh my god, you're looking at North Korea. Here's all the news about North Korea we have. Check it the fuck out. Okay. From 18 minutes ago. North Korea reportedly replaced all of their border security guards after a North Korean soldier dashed across the demarcation line at the heavily guarded joint security area in the DMZ. What? No. Should have kept those guys there. They were inept at their job. They could have given us a good excuse. Just bombed the shit out of them. They shot fires. They shot and fired over the DMZ. They broke the armistice. Boom, carpet bomb. It's a Thanksgiving miracle, everybody. We have the world's biggest parking lot for a Walmart. Be like that Costco from Idiocracy. Just miles and miles of parking lot, and you just see, Kim Jong-un with a shackle around his neck. Oh, welcome to Walmart. I love you. Fucking capitalist. Every time he says something like that, he gets fucking shocked. So you're like, ah! I mean, great capitalist. Capitalism number one. Oh, God. God, there's got to be less depressing news. Anything. Oh, here we go. So, for those of you who are turkey inclined, and are having a last-minute turkey, oh my God, what the hell do I do? There are turkey hotlines. I'm going to put them out there just because why the hell not? But apparently, the Butterball Hotline has been around since 1981, and it's staffed by 50 turkey experts, and it answers 10,000 turkey questions every Thanksgiving Day. 92,635 people contacted them last year. What? There is a turkey, for those of us who are turkey disenfranchised and we don't know how to cook a turkey, don't stress, you can have a hotline now. There is a hotline for everything, and now we know it because there is turkey hotlines. I kind of want to give them a call. I want to call them live. You know what? Fuck it. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to call the Butterball Hotline live on the air. I'm going to call the show off of my phone. God help us. But I'm going to call the show off of my phone. And then we're going to call the Butterball Hotline. How does that sound, nation? Let's have some Thanksgiving fuckery. I can't fucking believe it. 415-889. 8367. Okay. All right. Calling the show now. And then when I call the show, then I'm going to call the Butterball hotline and link the two calls together. There we go. There's my phone. I'm going to accept the audio. Gonna mute my microphone on my phone. Okay, and now we are going to add a call to the Butterball hotline. Okay, here we go. 1-800-BUTTERBALL. That is not an actual phone number. 1-800-BUTTERBALL. What the fuck? BUTTERBALL. Okay, let's call the show. I'm gonna have my mic muted for the show.
And cooking assistance, press or say 3. If you have a product question or concern, press or say. Thank you for calling the Butterball Turkey Talk Line. All turkey experts are assisting other callers. If you still wish to speak with a turkey expert, press or say 0. For pre-recorded information on thawing a turkey, press or say 1. Cooking a turkey, press or say 2. Grilling a turkey, press or say 3.
3.
Testing turkey. You have selected grilling a turkey. Press 9 at any time during this message to return to the main menu. Grilling turkey on a gas or charcoal grill is easy to do.
God,
This message will cover both types of grilling. Be sure the turkey fits your grill, allowing at least 1 inch of space between the top of the turkey and...
I want to try to get someone on the line. That's what I want to do. I want to make sure like that wasn't just like some pre-recorded bullshit. I want to see if I can actually get through to a actual representative, because I pray to God that's real. Because I hope to God it's just not pre-recorded. We're gonna try again, Holly. We're gonna try to get to the to a live person. All right, there we go. Boom shakalaka. Let's call Butterball. 1-800. Extending, outstandingly long name. All right, it's ringing.
On turkey preparation and cooking assistance, press or say 3. We're sorry, that was not a valid response. Please try again. To be connected to our Butterball Turkey Talk Line for information on turkey preparation and cooking assistance, press or say 3.
We're going to get a live person.
Thank you for calling the Butterball Turkey Talk Line. All turkey experts are assisting other callers. If you still wish to... Due to heavy call volume, all turkey experts are unavailable to take your call right now. Stay on the line for pre-recorded answers to frequently asked questions, or visit butterball.com for information on turkey.
Oh man, I guess everyone's too busy not knowing how to cook their turkeys to, they have to call the hotlines. But wait, there's other hotlines that we can call. We can call the Honeysuckle hotline, the USDA Meat and Poultry hotline, which I've actually heard before. I used to work, once upon a time, KJ used to work in a deli and in a grocery store, and, had to call them a few times. But, oh my God, there's a fucking Butterball hotline. This is fucking great. Oh my God. Yes, my puppy. That is what I will ask. I will try to call one more time, and I will ask them how long it takes to microwave a turkey. And do we have a specific pound turkey we want to use, Mud Puppy, or should we just should I just make one up on the fly? Okay. All right. All right, here we go. We're going to try this again. We're going to call it one more time. We're going to call it one more time and see if we can get an actual representative, and I'm going to ask them how long it takes to microwave a turkey. Okay. So now we're going to add a call. And now we're going to call the Butterball hotline.
Turkey Talk Line for information on turkey preparation and cooking assistance. Press or say 3. If you have a product question. Thank you for calling the Butterball Turkey Talk Line. All turkey experts are assisting other callers. If you still wish to speak with a turkey expert, press or say 0 for pre. Due to heavy call volume, all turkey experts are unavailable to take your call right now. Stay on the line for pre-recorded answers to frequently asked questions or visit Butter.
I tried, Nation. I tried. I wanted to ask them how long it would take to microwave a turkey. But you know what? They have a text line. So I'm going to zap them a text. Let's zap them a motherfucking text. I'm going to use my phone, and I will post results when I get them. I will post them here on WTF Nation Radio for my Thanksgiving shenanigans. I can hear my family in the other room shaking their heads going, "What the fuck, son, are you doing?" I can hear it. I can feel the disappointment. But then again, you know, that's his life. Okay. There we go. What is their text line? If you got their text line, I'm not going to share their text line because I want to post these and make it a little exclusive and make everybody giggle their rear ends off today. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, bam, got it. Hey, got a turkey question for you. And let's see. Oh my God. Immediate response. We appreciate your patience. Text volume is higher than expected. Well, no shit, text. No shit, fucking text volume is higher than expected. So I will post results of me contacting the Butterball hotline, asking how long it takes for me to microwave a 10-pound turkey. Because that's how we do it here on Jose's Turkey Truck on Thanksgiving. We're running pranks. Oh, Lord. Okay. We're not going to call any other numbers, but Jesus Christ. I'm going to try one more time before the show ends. I'm going to give it some time, and just before I end the show, I'm going to call it again. And that'll be a great way to end the show, I believe, is if we're able to get through the turkey hotline and see what their response is to us microwaving a turkey. Oh God. Oh. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I am going to be persistent as hell. I'm going to get through to these people. I'm going to make sure if I have to call them, I'll record it, and I'll send the recording in so y'all can hear it. But oh my God. I'm going to get someone to animate it too. I'll find someone. We got any good animators out there? If you're a good animator, we'll link up. We'll become buddies here. We'll do one of those funny little stick figure animations of me on one line completely serious and the other line just losing their shit as I asked them how to microwave a turkey. Hope Chef Ramsay answers. Yeah, that'd be great. Gordon Ramsay, Rotech says Chef Ramsay answers. Gordon Ramsay picks up the phone. The fuck do you want? How do I microwave a turkey, chef? Why does my turkey have a plastic taste, and since when did extra meat come inside turkeys? And I'm gonna ask the most asinine questions ever. Like, do I need to take the plastic off? I can just put it right in there because it's already got a plate in the microwave. I'm just really gonna go balls to the walls with it. See how fucking outlandish I can make it, and then I'll figure out a way to end it. But I'm never gonna break character. Ooh, here we go. Here's a funny Thanksgiving story for you. So one year, KJ is drunk off his ass at Thanksgiving. And this is in my first marriage. And lo and fucking behold, I'm sitting there with my ex-wife and my ex-in-laws. And we're still married. And of course, we're having this wonderfully prepared Thanksgiving meal where the gentlemen went off and did their own thing, and my wife and my ex-mother-in-law went and cooked their own thing. And of course, we finally sit down for Thanksgiving meal. And you would think that KJ is an adult in most situations. You would think that. You would think that I try to portray myself as a young professional. However, if there's one thing that is dangerous to put in front of KJ, it is mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes. They taste good. You can use them as filling. I like to make my own KFC, those KFC mashed potatoes bowls? I like to make them myself. So, of course, what's the other thing mashed potatoes are good for? Throwing. So, my ex-wife said a funny yet snotty comment. We're picking on each other. And what the fuck do? I stick my hand into these creamy, rich mashed potatoes. And I scoop out a giant handful. And no one's taking notice. No one. I'm sitting right next to my father-in-law. My ex-wife is sitting across the table from me. No one has noticed that my hand has creeped up over the edge of the table into the bowl and scooped out a handful. I'm like, oh, ha, 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 ha. And of course, what does KJ do? He instigates a food fight and slams his ex-wife with a face full of mashed potatoes. To this day, I wish it was a brick, but, beggars can't be choosers. So, of course, I throw the mashed potatoes, and my in-laws have this horrified look of, oh my God. But when everyone was so busy on my right hand, which was covered in mashed potato gunk, that my left hand made its way into the gravy bowl. So, of course, right after the mashed potatoes make contact, and everyone's, out of nowhere, the gravy comes flying. And now we have a full-fledged food fight on our hands between two 20-something-year-olds that pretend to be adults and the two actual adults at the table going, oh my fucking God. And the best part is we didn't have to clean it up. Best part is we realized what we did and deuced the fuck out of there. So, yeah. If you have KJ over for Thanksgiving, just pass me the mashed potatoes and watch me very intently. Like with that look of, I know what you're going to fucking do, motherfucker, and I got biscuits ready to throw right back at you. I can't guarantee that a food fight won't erupt tonight at Thanksgiving dinner, but I can guarantee that my walls will be a lovely shade of browns and reds. Because why the hell not? Another thing I'm thankful for, Thanksgiving Day food fights. Okay, so. What else we got going on today? Who's playing today? Anyone playing today? I know, no one's really doing football anymore, but I'm curious who's playing today. Is that today? Chargers versus Cowboys? Oh, God. Oh, man. I'm just glad to be here, I'm glad to be here and ramble on. Speaking of drinking, tried Jim Beam Apple for the first time last night. That is my new go-to sipping liquor. Is it that good? I've been wanting to try the Jim Beam apple mud, and oh god, oh, and Detroit, Minnesota are playing. Okay, so 2 teams that equally fail. That sounds exciting. Yeah, I think I'll go and get a bottle of that Jim Beam apple now, since you recommended mud. That sounds delicious. It sounds a great way to end my Thanksgiving night with a tumbler full of some Jim Beam apple and some rocks and a lovely prank phone call to the fucking whatever they're called, the Butterball hotline for turkeys. At some point, I'll manage to sneak in there. Does your dick touch your ass? I'll get it in there. I'll find a way to make it turkey related. Oh, that's what I'll have. Okay, I got it. I will have this for you by the end of the week. No later. I will have this conversation because y'all will be dying. Okay. Moving forward. Pardon me. Sorry. Burped. We got not much going on in the ways today. It's just generally an easy, slow day. And nothing crazy is going on. Nothing that isn't depressing or going to cause me a aneurysm as I read. Never mind. Of course, there it is. Aneurysm worthy. So, President Trump. It's not aneurysm worthy. It's actually really sweet. President Trump had a Thanksgiving message to our troops today. And here's what he said. Happy Thanksgiving. Your country is starting to do really well. Jobs coming back, highest stock market ever, the military getting really strong. We will build the wall, and the VA taking care of our vets. Great Supreme Court justice, record cut in regs, lowest unemployment in 17 years, which he tweeted early Thursday. And he followed with a wonderful Make America Great Again. And what he's directed to the troops is you're very, very special people. It doesn't get more special. We're really winning. We know how to win. We weren't letting you win before in Iraq. They were letting you play even. We're letting you win. So I'm curious with that Thanksgiving message from our president. Is that true? Are we now at a point at this Thanksgiving that our commander-in-chief and our duly elected representatives are letting our military be in a position to where we can fight wars and win them? Especially in such a nightmare scenario that has been the conflict, the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, OIF and OEF, and how most people have said they're unwinnable because we're fighting an ideal, not an actual country. Is that true? Are we winning? What do you guys think? What do you guys think in the nation? This Thanksgiving, how do you guys feel about what's going on? As this is one of the things you never get to expect because, and this is one of the nice things about being here on the show, because you never know if someone actually is over there pulling a guard shift right now or some bullshit. It's like, okay, I got fucking Wi-Fi. Let me see what I got. Bam, tune in. Bam, WTF Nation Radio. Are we winning? I like to think we are. If you look at it, and that's another thing I'm thankful for, is that our troops, our veterans, yeah, there's a lot of shit going down. The VA is trying to kill us and, all these other fun things. But we are succeeding against all odds. And that's an inspiration, another thing that I'm thankful for, that we are resilient and able to bounce back against anything and everyone. And we're doing it. Oh, and Butterball just messaged me back. I'll get them in a second. Yeah, we're really winning. And it may not be winning a war, but we are, as veterans and as military, winning. We are in a position of success. We are succeeding. We are creating, as you see on the show, all these nonprofit and veteran organizations that are thriving. We're winning. We're succeeding against the odds. We have opportunities that previous generations weren't afforded, and we are seeing them and taking them and running with them. So hell yeah. God damn it, Mud. That's a great picture. I want to see if I have that under the memery. I'm going to have to add that in there. I got to figure out how to do that. As you notice, I have a bit of a Lord of the Rings heart on. But we're winning. And that's an excellent thing to say. It may not be that we're winning OEF, OIF, because we don't know until it's over. But as veterans, we're winning. And we're doing a great fucking job. And I'm fucking proud to be a part of the solution and not the problem. As I speak about Donald Trump, here we go. Gonna make Thanksgiving great again. Ruh-roh. So that being said, I have a Thanksgiving meal to attend to, so I'm going to close up the show. It's going to be open for the last couple of minutes. Anyone wants to call in, share a story, make a joke, tell me to stop rambling on, feel free. Call the show now.
Call the show now at 415-889-8367.
415-889-8367. Call the show now. Share your funny Thanksgiving stories. Share your best memories from being overseas deployed during Thanksgiving. Whatever you got, let's hear it. I want to hear what you guys have as we sit here by this cozy little fire with our weird Tumblr books, whatever they are. What do you got for me? I can tell you, I got one more Thanksgiving story for you. So, as y'all know, I'm divorced, and next year is my Thanksgiving with my daughter, and my little one and I, we click like two doofuses from Dumb and Dumber. My daughter and I are literally meme worthy of each other, and last visitation I had with her, we're sitting there and we're chit-chatting about the holidays and Thanksgiving, and my little girl with the brightest eyes sits there and goes, Daddy, you should make a turkey. And I go, well, you know, and I wasn't knowing what I was going to do for Thanksgiving. I'm like, yeah, I'll make a turkey, no problem. She goes, Daddy, no, you should become the turkey. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is getting a little weird, but sure, yeah. And he's like, then I'll stick you in an oven. Okay, child, and we'll cook you. And I'm like, okay, and then we'll throw you out like we do every Thanksgiving. Huh? So of course I'm sitting there thinking like, oh my God, the worst has happened. Someone violated a parenting plan. Yeah, nope. She's talking about the carcass, like it's thrown into a big old pot for stew. So my daughter, and then after you stew it, you know, you take the bones out and you throw it out. So of course, I'm not paying attention to this, and my daughter sits there, and she starts saying, like, you know, just stir the pot, stir the pot, stir the pot. And I'm sitting there freaking the fuck out, not realizing what the hell she's talking about. And she's sitting there, and she's playing around with some pots and pans and some spoons and play cooking. It's like, I'm getting ready for Thanksgiving dinner, Daddy. I can't wait to cook Thanksgiving dinner. You're going to be such a delicious Thanksgiving dinner. And I'm sitting there going, oh, my God, my child is a psychopath. And then I realized it's normal. Like, all children are fucking insane. And then they hit like the 7-8-year-old mark where they just start losing the insanity. But all toddlers are insane. And for a brief moment, I was afraid that my kid was going to pull like a Chucky movement. And like I was going to wake up Thanksgiving morning and like she's going to be standing over my bed with a kitchen knife like, good morning, Daddy. Time to carve the turkey. But lo and behold, this is what happens when, you know, you spend their young lives making jokes and throwing around Chucky dolls and she's calling me a doofus and vice versa. Oh, I wonder where you got that. I'm gonna make Thanksgiving great again. Yeah, she wanted to throw. Oh, yeah, that's even further better. My daughter's half Catholic and half Jewish. She wanted to throw me, the Jew, in an oven. That's fucking racist. That's racist. So that being said, I wish you all a very happy and wonderful Thanksgiving. And I hope you guys have a load of fun. I hope you guys get some quality family time. I hope y'all can. I hope y'all don't overeat. I hope none of y'all get tummy aches. I hope you leave some room for pie. I hope you get to enjoy the football that's on today and generally just get to relax and kick your feet back. And then tomorrow, I look forward to shoulder checking your 12-year-old for getting in my way when I'm trying to rush and grab that new Xbox. Of which I will not apologize. I will just giggle. Of which then other things will happen. Police will be called and, whatever. But hey, Black Friday tomorrow. Let's all fucking get into a hissy and fight. But I appreciate each and every one of you. And once again, I want to say thank you for being here and being listeners of WTF Nation Radio. And supporting our shows and supporting our message. With that being said, let's do some quick house cleaning. As you know, we got a show every night of the week. There isn't, I don't believe there's going to be a show tonight. Sergeant's Time, I don't know. I don't believe there is. But usually every Thursday we have a show, Sergeant's Time, with Ice. With Ice and Mike Golf and Doc Madness talking about active Army issues. Fridays we have More Freedom Than You Can Handle, Friday Night Freedom with Minx and Mud Puppy. I cannot wait to hear about their Black Friday adventures. Saturday, we have the most savage show on the radio, Saturday Night Savagery, with Jay Reddy and Pookie. Sundays, we have the triumphant return of the Green Room with people. Shit, forgot a name. Oh, God, I feel horrible. Please don't crucify me for that one. Fuck. Mike, Jason, and Charlie, I am so sorry, gentlemen. I just blanked on your name. Guess I should stop partaking so much. By the way, for the Green Room is 420 friendly with the proper DD214. As well as Monday, we have our flagship show, the Monday edition with Ice. And Tuesdays, we tie it around with Jose's Taco Truck every Tuesday and Thursday at noon with myself and Ghosty. And Tuesdays, we have Tied Up Tuesdays with Minx and Grey Cloud. With that being said, we have some excellent guests coming on next week that are completely overshadowing my birthday. Next Monday, we have Dick Darling from Trees for Troops. They provide free farm-grown Christmas trees to United States Armed Forces members in all branches of the military and their families through donations, sponsorships, grants, and the work of many volunteers. They were established in 2005 as a charitable branch of the National Christmas Tree Association, a nonprofit trade association for the farm-grown Christmas tree industry. Next Tuesday, November 28th, we have David Jordan from We Got Your Six. They're a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping homeless veterans rebuild their lives and redevelop their self-confidence, helping them get back on their feet and back to living a solid, stable, meaningful life. And next Saturday, December 2nd, we have Luis Fernandez from CONUS Battle Drills. Everyday veterans are getting out of the military, facing a world they don't understand and that doesn't understand us. So they're faced with challenges that we're completely unprepared for, like writing a resume, preparing for interviews, picking companies, and translating our skills for a soft world. And those are things we are not trained in. CONUS Battle Drills is written by a combat veteran for combat veterans to help each other grow in the areas of corporate employment, fatherhood, being a husband, and taking care of your mental state. Luis Fernandez says, I don't pull punches. I'm not surgical in my approach. I will not coddle you. I will not feel pity for you. You are fucking killers. Survivors of the greatest fighting force humanity has ever known, and I will treat you as such. Sometimes, however, you guys need some guidance, and that's why I created this page. Don't forget, also check out our sponsors. We have Project Overwatch and their current campaign, Paw Patrol. feel free, check it out, make a donation. It's a nonprofit, so all of your donations will go to the campaign. It's to put cameras on the back of canine units to increase situational awareness and command and control, allowing those units to become more independent and create a safer and better atmosphere for the officers and the dogs. As well as War Horses for Veterans. It's a 3-day horse and networking experience. You get the opportunity to hang out with horses, ride, chill with some other vets, all expenses paid for, safe and comfortable country environment. Eat some Midwestern food, have a couple of drinks, share your no shit. There I was stuck in a porta potty stories, and really just hang out. You heard me gush about it before. I've been jealous that some of the WTF crew went out there, and I'm hoping eventually my time comes and I'll be able to hang out there and overcome my irrational fear of horses. Add that to the list of animals that are bigger than me that I don't like. But other than that, I want to say thank you. I appreciate all of you. I hope y'all have a very happy Thanksgiving and a great start to the holiday season. And with that being said, I will see you next Tuesday for Jose's Taco Truck with me and Ghosty. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Photograph, tell me what it is to see when you look at me. Deep into the photography, I don't really need your sympathy, just tell me your thoughts. Have I got what they got, and is it a plot done for naught? Am I not like you, because I do what I do? Who knew that I could lose a few of you, cause I bleed blue? But it's true, I know, cause I see it every day as I work and I sleep the day away. Like you I have pain, and like you I have fear. Can I pay all of the bills and still make it through the year? Will I make it home alive? Should I pray to the sky every day and every night? Will I hold you by my side? But in the public eye, I don't even have a heart. A robot of the system moving only when I'm told to start. Rip apart my art, I'm strong like a flower blooming. You got it all wrong, I know. Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see. And like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see. And like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human.
Call me a vet like a soldier, Green Beret, 21 gun salute, don't wanna see today. In the constant war zone, in the home of the brave, where they hate the police until they saving the day. I got kids like you, a mortgage like you, so blue lives matter, and so does yours too. All this separation and divide, open your eyes. If you cut us all open, we the same inside. The only difference is I run to the gunfight. Your peace when it's chaos, when the people don't act right. But I'm under scrutiny for trying to protect me. You pull a pistol and I'm shooting for trying to contest me. I got a quick second to make a deadly decision. The media betrayed me like a kid for a living, like I'm cold with no heart, a brain with no thoughts, a body with no feeling, a life with no cause.
Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see. And like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see. And like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. I'm damned if I do, and damned if I don't. It's like every single time I say what's on my mind, they go for my throat, they spew evil words. If you are absurd, always grinding, grinning, and killing my soul with these verbs. Hold me down, like I can't gasp for air. I'm closed inside of a box, like I'm inside Fort Knox. Every time that I'm there, I don't know why they think that I'm different from you. All that's true is I'm a like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see. And like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see. And like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see. And like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see. And like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.